Yo, how's it going everybody? It's Freeze here. This is gonna be my first weapon review for Planetside 2, and the gun we're looking at today is the H-V45. When we look at the description, it says that it does not slow the shooter as much as most other weapons in its class. So let me show you what that means. Normally when you go ADS, which means aiming down sight, and you move around with any other weapon, you get a significant movement penalty, which means you get slowed down when doing that. Not with this weapon. You still have a tiny bit of a penalty, but not as much as with the other weapons. But let's look at the attachments. As you can see, the weapon is made for close quarters. You get the soft point ammo, which increases the damage at medium range. You get the suppressor, which does not let you show up on the minimap when you shoot this gun. For the optics, you get all the low magnification sights, maximum up to 4 times, but I really would not recommend it for this weapon. Then for the rail, you get the laser sight. This weapon already has pretty good hip fire, as you can see by the crosshair. The smaller the crosshair is, when you just stand there, the better this gun is for hip fire. When you slap a laser sight on it, the crosshair would be even smaller. Well, let's look at the recoil of this weapon. I'm not compensating for the recoil right now. Just check it out. So we have a recoil upwards and slightly to the right. The longer you shoot, the more horizontal recoil you get. You see those bullets spread out more to the left and the right. I'll show you another time. So you should do small bursts, like up to 10 rounds. Well, let me show you how it looks when I compensate for the recoil. There you saw it again. The longer I hold down the trigger button, the more it spreads out to the left and the right, and it's really hard to compensate for that because you don't know, will the weapon jump to the right, will the weapon jump to the left. So do small bursts for like 10 rounds and you have more control over the weapon. But on to some gameplay. Some of you might scratch their heads right now. Why would he show us beta footage if that weapon didn't even exist during that time? And yeah, you're right, but a similar weapon existed, and that was the Centauri. There was even a thread on the official boards where people discussed whether this weapon just received a name change, or if it's a completely different weapon. People came to the conclusion that it's the same weapon, just a different name. Yeah, the weapon handling is pretty much the same, recoil pattern, spread pattern, but SOE made a couple of changes to the weapon when the game was released. One of these changes was to the rate of fire. The Centauri in the beta had a rate of fire of 850 rounds per minute. The Hydra, on the other hand, has a rate of fire of 900, so the weapon received a slight buff in that department. With that high rate of fire and a rather small magazine, just 30 rounds, be ready to swap to your pistol pretty frequently. You can maybe squeeze out 2 kills per magazine, but that's pretty much it. The second change to this weapon was to the reload speeds. Planetside 2 basically has 2 different reloads. One is the long reload, where you empty the whole magazine, and the other one is where you still have a bullet in the chamber. For reloading a full magazine, the reload time got increased from 2.2 seconds to 3 seconds. For the faster reload, it got increased from 1.2 seconds to 2 seconds. It's a small nerf, but it's nothing that should ruin this weapon for you. Okay, on to my own thoughts for this weapon. If you like to get up close and personal, if you like to move around while shooting, then definitely give this weapon a try. The high rate of fire and the insanely good hip fire on this gun really make it a beast in close quarters. And if you think the accuracy is not enough when hip firing, just buy a laser sight, slap it on, and you will see a big difference. But don't put this weapon in the close quarter hit fire only category. Even at mid-range you can really shine. You can take on any other weapon at that distance, no problem at all. When you engage people at long range you definitely have a chance, but keep in mind you cannot just drop the hammer and hope for the best. Burst fire, manage your recoil and stand still. Don't move around when you engage at long range. Now I have some good news for people who bought the Alpha Squad package. You already own this weapon. No need for you to spend any certs on the station cash. Definitely give this weapon a try and let me know what you think about it. Okay, I guess that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about this weapon review. Give me a like and subscribe for more. Now enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Cheers guys.
You got Sanders on the other side, Freeze. It's going to get hammered by the lightnings in a bit, I think.
Yeah, we have Mark Riders from the north pushing in though.
Yeah, just threw a nade at him. I'm sitting up at the bridge.
Victory is at hand. We've successfully defended the facility.
Top of the building you ran by, Freeze, there's an enemy.
Still?
Top of that thing in front of you now.
Got him, thanks. And one behind me, I guess.
Yes, you should.
Got him.
Top.
They're pushing in now from this
There's
direction.
lots of them coming. Yeah, a lot of infantry.
We're running low on ammo. Hang on, I got you. Nope. Whoa. There's one inside.
I could have sworn he should be dead, but he's not.
Hang on. No, there's another one. I'm all out of ammo.
He's dead.